Good afternoon, I am Precious Mzea Sakadeji. Welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. Abductors of PAMELA CHISUPA and 12 others committed to the High Court. The Human Rights Commission bemoans law adherence to the rule of law. Details coming through after this commercial.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chol. We're from Cho's Fitness Gym. We're a fully functional gym located along Twin Palm Road in Kablonga, right by Cheshire Homes Society of Zambia. So we have various classes that happen from Monday to Friday. We have aerobics, we have boot camp, we have step aerobics, we have spinning, we have kettlebell classes. They happen from 18 to 19 hours every day, and we are open from 06 until 20 hours. That's Monday to Friday. Then Saturdays 6 to 12. And then Sundays we are closed, and most public holidays we are open 6 to 12.
Camnet Stars Football Club, popularly known as the local national team, is inviting all skillfully gifted, talented and creative soccer players from across Zambia. Ages between 16 and 20 must come, train and join the club. The category of these gifted footballers have the chance to go and market their talent in Europe and USA through Camnet Stars Football Club, a team formed with a vision to produce quality international players. Please do not miss this brief open opportunity given to you. Camnet Stars Football Club could be your gateway to your international soccer career. Venue, Kablonga Boys Secondary School grounds. Date 12th December 2022 to 21st January 2023. Time 09 hours to 11 hours. Your time to shine is now.
And now the media news in detail. A 35-year-old man of Lusaka's Kanyama compound battling mental illness has been discharged from Chinama Hills Hospital, where he had been admitted since November 2022 after Camnet TV connected him to the facility.
Okay. Visibly alive, well, and taking a stroll on his family premises, this is 35-year-old Nawani Siwoto, a man of Kanyama compound in Lusaka, who for the past 13 years has been confined to his bed due to a mental illness. Camnet News recently came on board and connected the family to the Zambia Agency for Persons with Disabilities, ZAPID, which falls under the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, who issued him a disability card and helped him get admitted to Chinama Hills Hospital on 14th November 2022. Among other things, the disability card exempted him from paying at the hospital and qualifies him for registration under social cash transfer for persons with disabilities. Barely a month after he was admitted, Nawani Siwoto has been discharged and given medication now that he has significantly improved. His mother, Namangolwa Siwoto, now highlights the improvement, which she says includes initiating small conversation.
Neniyamika kuli mulungu pamela nabwera aba bantu kunitenga kunipereka ku Chinama anaenda kuyesayesa kuja matokota pamela sana ali kukamba masiku anu akamba ulo chakuja sana kuja makwera kukamba so niyamika kuli mulungu chonga sina ali kuziba tazakamba chifuka nali anangala ndawo itali osakamba so niyamika kuli bantu amene nabwera kunitandizira pa ntchito amene basebeza iyi kampani ni yabwino yona bantu bovutika patine so nayamikira maningi.
She adds that he has successfully been registered under social cash transfer for persons with disabilities and will receive his pay beginning December 2022.
Kulingana na kakadi kacha maitizawo na mene bazati foresera kulingana na kakadi kacha kai bachilema bonse mama ngana tu makadi tuti drama mena mafora ni inangu silingana ya wajembe mamene balina abana kutete basunga chapi mu nyumba ine wakanisa kile nzabura kubauza mose mamene napita kuti bapeze ko tandizo kuli kampani ya mini inanitandizira kuli government ya mini inanitandizira kuti bapeze ko tandizo chifukwa abantu abananitandizira naye sayesa kuti ni mulembeze kuti kapita nzapeza ko tandizo but chinakanga maji government yavamene nabula kuipeza ndiye amene nanitandizira pali mwana wanga.
From sleeping all day to interacting as a regular person, it is a success story for this family as their relative goes on the road to full recovery. Zipora Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The Human Rights Commission worry over the lack of adherence to the rule of law, constitutionalism and human rights by the Zambian police. Commission Chairperson Madford Mwandenga says this is evident from the continued brutality and over-detention of citizens in police custody, contrary to the New Dawn promise of observing the rule of law, respecting human rights and upholding constitutionalism.
10th December, which is observed every year as the Human Rights Day, is the day the Human Rights General Assembly adopted in 1948. But in Zambia, the commemoration was pushed to 12 December 2022. The Charter proclaims the absolute rights that everyone is entitled to as a human being, regardless of race, color, religion, sex, language, political or other opinions, or social origin, property, birth, or other status. The commemoration also marked the commencement of a year-long Universal Human Rights Declaration 75th commemoration on the 10th of December 2023. Madford Mwandenga is the Human Rights Commission chairperson who expressed concern over rights violation being perpetrated by the Zambia police and other law enforcement agencies.
Everyone in Zambia is entitled to enjoy economic, social and cultural rights as a matter of right and not as a result of a benevolent government and its leadership. Therefore, the Commission is calling on government for a clear and transparent roadmap towards amending the Bill of Rights to include economic, social and cultural rights and expanding the scope of civil and political rights in our Constitution.
United Nations Resident Coordinator Beatrice Mutali says it is saddening that this year's commemoration comes at a time when the country witnessed the death of 27 Ethiopian nationals who were found in Lusaka's Ngwelele area, believed to have been in transit.
We have seen positive developments to give effect to these provisions. The 8th NDP sets a target to strengthen the Constitution, human rights, and the rule of law through inter alia constitutional reform and human rights protection. This is already being implemented through the commitment to end the statutory death penalty and the actions to review, amend, and enact ordinary laws, including the Penal Code and the Public Order Act.
Non-governmental gender organization Coordinating Council Board Chairperson Grace Manyonga notes that gender has reached crisis levels.
GBV has reached crisis levels in our country, with women and children being the worst hit. Dignity, freedom and justice for all will remain a far-fetched dream for as long as vices such as GBV are subject to mere tokenism with very little action towards curbing it in real terms.
And speaking when he officiated the event, Justice Minister Mlambo Haimbe says the government is keen to address human rights issues in the country.
The year-long celebration is aimed at reflecting on the milestone achievements scored in promoting and protecting human rights since the adoption of the UDHR. It is also expected to galvanize efforts towards addressing the continued and emerging rights challenges. For us as a country, as we have heard from speakers that have spoken before me, the challenges during this 1 year period are many. But I can say here on behalf of the New Dawn administration that we are equal to the task.
Patrick Soko, Camnet News.
The Lusaka Magistrates Court has committed 2 Lusaka men who were allegedly involved in the abduction of PAMELA CHISUPA and 12 others in Lusaka's Chalala area to High Court for trial.
They will now start appearing before the Lusaka High Court. James Mulinga and Matthew Sikaonga, both aged 22, have been committed to the Lusaka High Court for their trial proceedings by the Magistrate Court. The duo, both residents of Lusaka, were allegedly involved in the abduction of PAMELA CHISUPA, a mobile money agent, and 12 other girls. Magistrate Trevor Kasanda has committed them to the High Court following the issuance of Certificate of Committal by the Director of Public Prosecution. They are facing 53 counts of aggravated robbery, abduction, assault, rape, among other charges. Mulenga and Sikaonga accused of kidnapping the 13 ladies earlier this year and repeatedly raped and assaulted them in their apartment over multiple days and subjected their victim to over 6 months hell before they were rescued by the police in October 2022. Allegations before court in the first to the fourth count is that between June 18th and October 3rd, 2022, the accused, whilst acting together and being armed with an iron bar, stole a Technophone valued at 2,000 kwacha, an Itel cell phone valued at 950 kwacha, an Itel small phone valued at 120 kwacha, one small bag valued at 60 kwacha, and cash amounting to 25,400 kwacha from one of the victims. The accused are alleged to have used force whilst committing the said offense. The accused also had canon knowledge of the victim without her consent and trafficked her within Zambia for the purpose of sexual exploitation and did assault her, thereby occasioning actual bodily harm to her. In count 5 to 8, the duo between May 14th and October 3rd, 2022, stole money amounting to 21,520 kwacha from another affected woman and also had canon knowledge with her without her consent. In count 9 to 12, it is alleged that Mulinga and Sikaonga on the 13th of April 2022, whilst acting together and being armed with an iron bar, stole cash amounting to 23,500 kwacha from another lady, while in count 49 and 53, they are alleged to have stolen cash amounting to 1,400 kwacha from another victim. They also had canon knowledge of the women without their consent and trafficked them within Zambia for the purpose of sexual exploitation. Miriam Kaimba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Concerned citizens in Lusaka have expressed worry over the continued absence of some government officers under the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises from their office, stating that this is causing a drawback for people that would like to formally register their cooperatives.
As Zambian citizens eagerly compete for funding in various empowerment programs under the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, and those across several government ministries, nothing seems to be more frustrating than camping at government offices in an effort of getting a signature to formalize their cooperatives. This is the case of some citizens who say they have now made the district office under the Ministry of Small Medium Enterprises SMEs their home, as they have been rising early and going home late in an effort of being attended to, but to no avail, as the office is always locked. One of the affected citizens, Tazana Musukuma, has aired out his concerns.
We need something to be done. Even the able minister of small and medium enterprises, please look into this matter. I sent you an SMS, sir, pertaining to this matter. It's a serious issue. We need cooperatives registered. Unlike what is happening, you know, for 1 week, it's not normal. You cannot have an office closed in this manner for 1 week. This is a government office whereby they disappear even with keys. It's not right. This is not a personal bedroom. It's a government office, you know, with the attitude and the poor work culture. As you can see, can we surely attain any positive economic growth?
Albert Simbai, another affected citizen, who is also chairman of a cooperative known as Kakoma Cooperative, has also spoken out.
It looks like they are buying time here. And we've ended up suspecting that they are ghost cooperatives that have been formed here, because we find no reason why these delays are being made. Otherwise, even today, as we have come, we don't know what will be told. It's closed. For example, this is where we are. In case there are queries. Last week we came, we had other officers again, we are not in the office. We are just too tired of coming here, and the rains, as you have seen, they've already begun.
Camnet News took a step further and engaged the cooperative supervisor at the Ministry of Small Medium Enterprises Development, Kelvin Mwinga, who says he was not informed that the office has been locked for the past 1 week. Mr. Mwinga asked that this is due to the office holder being on sick leave, adding that this information did not reach him. He has, however, expressed hope that the situation will be corrected and that citizens will begin accessing necessary services beginning Tuesday, 13th December 2022. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
That news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Media News. But before we go, here are the headlines once again. Abductors of PAMELA CHISUPA and 12 others committed to the High Court. The Human Rights Commission bemoans low adherence to the rule of law. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon.